Hey everybody, how's it going? Mushkin here, you guys. And tonight on NXT, we had a 2 out of 3 falls match to determine who would be the new #1 contender for the NXT Championship and face Finn Balor at Dallas at TakeOver. And it was Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn, you guys. And this was actually the kickoff match to the actual show. And it was just like, wow, they're just going to get this over and done with. Shouldn't they save this for the main event? And then literally, like, 30 minutes even into the match, like, nobody had a fall yet. And it was just like, yeah, it's going to be an Iron Man match in it. So they could have just advertised it as that, but I guess they didn't. But hey. Anyway, so the match starts off, you guys. And at first, they're just getting a feel for each other. Like, you know, I mean, they're just trying to get each other down on the mat. They're just testing the waters. Yeah, there's no hit, there's no punch or anything like that. You know, and then later on in the match, I mean, they're just doing the basics that they usually do. You know, Joe gives a senton to Sami. Sami's trying to give the Blue Thunder Bomb, the hula kick. They're trying to go for their finishers pretty much. You know, Sami does some high flying. And then finally, the first fall happens when Joe gives the Muscle Buster off the top rope to Sami Zayn. And that was the first round. I mean, I know it ain't a boxing match, but I don't know how else to describe it. First round was like that. And then, you know, going into the second part of this match, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more excitement. I mean, the first round was great, but I was kind of hoping a little bit more out of the second round. I'm not going to go into details, but the second round, the second fall happened when Sami, I don't know what it's called, man. I don't even know how to spell it, but I've heard of it. I know what it looks like. I've seen Sami do it a few times. It's the something clutch. That ain't the name. That's the name I gave it. It's the something clutch that he put on Joe, and Joe taps out. And a lot of people were kind of skeptical on Joe tapping out to Sami because Joe is a muscle man. He's a big dude. He's the heel in this thing, and you know, a lot of people thought he shouldn't tap out, and I kind of agree. I think it would have been better if Sami would have gotten a pinfall, you know, out of Joe. But I guess, you know, it's just whatever. And then finally, you go to the third part of this match. What happens in the third part of this match? And I'm just gonna skip to the ending. Final fall happens when Joe has Sami in the cocaine clutch, and in the position that Joe has Sami, like he's bending his shoulder back, and Sami was out for 8 to 9 months, you guys, majority of 2015 because of his shoulder. And you know, Joe is just trash talking to Sami, being all like, think about your career, blah 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 blah, and Sami doesn't tap out, you guys. He passes out. So the ref has to stop the match. He has to end the match and just give Joe the fall pretty much. So Joe wins, and this match, I'm not gonna lie, I was going into it with a lot of hope. It definitely delivered. I love this match. Love it, love it, love it. It delivered. It lived up to my expectations. It was a great storytelling, and this feud between Joe and Sami for the past few weeks, you know, to determine who's going to be the new #1 contender, I've been loving it. I've been believing it. I've been believing like it's a true storyline. I've been buying every single thing, and that doesn't happen nowadays in WWE. So I'm glad that it happened. But going into this match, I thought it'd be like I thought it'd be much more exciting. But you know, I'm glad that they didn't do any high flips, like not a lot at least. I'm glad that they just kept it simple. It was a wrestling match. They were fighting. They were battling to be the new #1 contender for the NXT Championship. I loved it because it told a story. It was believable. It was realistic. And I loved it. I recommend checking the match out, you guys. But that's it for this video, you guys. Hope you guys like the match, or like this video. Go check out the match. Joe won. Can't wait for that takeover at Dallas. Joe versus Finn. It's going to be a badass match, I'll tell you guys. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys like to have the happiest of happy days. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!